So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. We have already started here. Defending of the desperate variety. Heave to the back post. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And the counter is on. Oh, they can break here. He's gone for it! Fence has got rid of that. Barnsley have this enviable home record, still undefeated up to now. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Barnsley suffered a frustrating loss last time, from which the boss is hoping for a reaction. Shoots!
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby. Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
And there's a long ball. Oh, good interception. Good challenge, he just stood firm, dashing forward at pace.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
A real chance to break. Tries lifting it over. And that has been clubbed away. He's made sure that that won't get through. Gross has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Forward it goes. Just brushed off the ball there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cuts it out. Izquierdo. Throw. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Scalotto. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Repelled by the keeper. Gross's cross. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, he's in! Has a pop! He's missed, but by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
There is the half-time whistle. So another team has broken through. Certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's one standout, Peter, that needs improving, and that's the passing. All too often it's been found wanting, you know, much to the frustration of everyone around. And I'd go so far as to say that it's the biggest contributor as to why we have the scoreline we do.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Dunk. Brighton, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling.
Greatly! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as Test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tries to swing it in. Hoists it forward. Stevens. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. He goes long. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's played forward. And the weighted pass. And it's a corner. Gross with the short one. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's come loose. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Time for a change in personnel. And it's been taken short. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Scalotto hoists it forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Looks to clip it forward. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Looks to dink one in. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Done very well to intervene. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And he's onside. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Stevens. Into the channel.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Gets it back.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Barnsley take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
He's through. He's had a shot! And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Barnsley. So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Floats one over. Going through. Whipped in. Target. Fabio. For a throw-in. And the weighted pass. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. That could spell trouble. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Goes for the cross. And he just whacks it away. And there'll be a throw-in. Crosses into the area. Gazal. Now it's Grealish. Gazal. He's one-on-one, surely! Shot a goal! And here's the chance to counter. Hoists it forward. He's found his man. He can get that clear. And it's played forward. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Gazal. Lovely bit of skill. He's on his way. Real chance! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Nagatomo going full tilt down the left. Heave to the back post. And he's cut it out. This has a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward. It's a loose ball. Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And that puts him right up in contention to be the competition's top scorer. Barnsley break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Gazal has been caught there, it's a foul.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Gets it upfield. Gazal spreads it towards the left. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Has he picked him out? Fabio goes looking, plays it out to the flank. Gazal. Fabio has it out wide and in space. In comes the cross. Keeper has beaten it away. Going for goal! That's a half-decent try. Gazal goes short. Hit into the middle. Great lead! Oh, the ball's come loose. There's the end of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Barnsley, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the action has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Target, and here's Grealish. He's had a shot! Forward it goes. Barnsley were relieved to hold on for a win last time round and go again now. Mings. Target. And it's Grealish. And now the breakaway. Goes for goal! Great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Heads it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Grealish plays it forward. Gazal. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Oh, he's not going to get that. Fence has got rid of that. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Mings. And he's away. Hits one! Played into the middle.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Looks to dink one in.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's gone for it! Cleared without complication. Could have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Two changes being made right now. Time is ebbing away, but it feels like an eternity when you're holding on to a slender lead. He's got away. That'll be a corner. Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, and the manager's concerned too. Substitution time perhaps, or maybe not, we'll see.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it. Gets it back.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, and that might be it for him. Looks like his legs have gone.
Well, it looks very much like a muscle problem.
Well, I don't think there was anything else he could have done. And he's there to clear it.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Get that clear. Grealish, he's left his man. And there goes the final whistle. Barnsley win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot.
Yo, yo.